Hi there, this is Hisham David Shahadi again. I'm outside my office and outside my studio. I decided to do this video outside. It's nice, late in the afternoon in Orange County here, and it's beautiful afternoon. And I want to tell you this story that really very inspirational. It's very hard for me to keep a dry eye every time I say this one, but I have my glasses, which is now turned into sunglasses with the light, so hopefully you will not see my tears if they come down. The story is about this young boy, young poor boy, who was trying to sell things to put himself through school. And one day he has about a dime or so left, and he was very, very hungry. So he said to himself, in the next house, I'm going to ask for some food. So then he went in there and knocked the door, and this young lady opened the door for him. And he was kind of so shy, so instead of he asked food, he asked for a glass of water. The lady, or the young lady, noticed that he was a little hungry, so she brought him a glass of milk. He drank the glass of milk, and he said, how much I owe you? And she said, you owe me nothing. My mother taught us never to charge for kindness. He said, thank you, and he left. Howard Kelly leave the house. He was struck by the kindness this lady was, and almost was ready to give up. And then he said, how nice that is. So he was really struck by it. Years later, this young girl developed some kind of rare disease. The doctors at the town where she is in were baffled, and they don't know exactly how to handle it. So they took her to a big city to see a specialist. Dr. Howard Kelly was called on this. As soon as he realized where she come from, he immediately went down there and checked her out, and he noticed it was that girl. And he vowed his life to do whatever it takes to help her. After quite a while, the battle was won. Dr. Kelly was able to help her. He told the staff to make sure that to give him the final bill. So when the final bill comes in, he took it and he wrote a note down on it with his pencil and give it to them to give it to the young lady. Well, the bill came down, and there she looked at it, and she said, oh my God, she feared that when she opened the letter right now, she's gonna spend the rest of her life paying for it. So she was just afraid, and then suddenly she saw something caught her eyes, written on the side of the letter. And she grabbed it, and she looked at it, and she said, the letter says, or that little note rather, it says, paid in full with a glass of milk long time ago. That brought tears to her eyes, and said she was so happy, and said, thank you, God, for spreading the kindness after all those years. This is really hard to keep, your eyes with that water. It really is hard. Every time I say that, I try to, but I say that so many times to people, and I just can't keep my eye dry. There's so many kind people out there, and it's never enough. It's never enough. We need more kindness in this world to be able to help that one. Dr. Kelly was a specialist. This is a true story. In fact, you can actually Google it. It's a true story. I might not say it 100% because I'm not reading out of a text. I'm just saying it from my reading it in the past. But it's such a great story. It teaches you that kindness always goes a long way. This will stay in the books for years and years to come. What kind of kindness have you done today for someone? Have you seen someone who is hungry? Maybe just buy them a hot meal or something. Or maybe someone who needs some help, a parent to talk to. He needs some ears to listen to. Once in a while, sometimes we end up talking too much. The reason we have 2 ears and 1 mouth is because we're supposed to listen more than we talk. And some of us sometimes talk more than we listen. I know I was like that before, but now, thank God, I developed the habit of listening a lot more. In fact, here on the video I talk, but you don't see me when I'm listening, because I'm constantly in my car. I'm listening to the greatest mind ever, always listen, listen, and listen, and talk less. You learn so much when you listen. You don't learn much when you're talking, really. So listen, go and listen to somebody talk to you and tell you about their situation, how they are, because sometimes just listening to someone will give them a lot of pleasure. They will find some ears to listen to, and they'll feel good about it. Do some kind of kindness today and every day for someone, stranger or someone you know. Until next time, thank you for being here, and we'll see you later.